Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's your turn. This is your April monthly reading. Hope everyone's doing well. Let's see what April has for Capricorn. I know today Mercury goes direct in Pisces, and Saturday on the 12th we have Venus going direct in Pisces and the full moon in Libra. So definitely some energies picking up here this week. I've transitioned, I've cleared my space. I just finished Pisces reading, and I sat down because I'm drawing zodiacs, randomly to do the readings, as you know. And I drew Capricorns, and all of a sudden I started sweating. I had to open the window. I had to do some deep breathing. So some really heavy energies I'm feeling, needing to be cleared. Possibly we'll see what wants to come out in the decks. So two more I'm hearing. What are you procrastinating, Capricorn? I'm hearing. What are you procrastinating? What are you putting off? I feel like you need to clear the air again. If you've got headphones on, I'm going to ask you to take them off for just one moment. I'm just going to hit my tincture bells. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, let it out. Another inhale for Capricorn. All right, you ready? And one more. That's much better. All right, for Capricorn, for April. Taking action, expecting miracles. Ooh, I like that. Look at that leap of faith there. I do feel like to get you to this space of expecting miracles and not being in doubt and things like that, lower energies, I feel like a lot had to be cleared out to get you to be into that space. But now look at the freedom. I mean, the freedom of this leap here, and it feels like the universe. Look at the universe is certainly supporting you and guiding you. How that tree is, and the landscape just is like moving in the same fluid motion, going with the flow. And there's this opening of the hands, allowing spirit to just come in. All right. Being in the flow. I've got to take that. All that. Exceeding expectations, because now you really don't have the expectations. You just expect miracles. And things that are coming in are just going to be so much better than what you could have ever have imagined. I'm hearing, Capricorn. So let's see what the tarot wants to say for Capricorn. Oh, oof, oof, 5 of Wands. Oof, oof. Capricorn, what the hell, man? Oof. Oh, why is that there? 9 of Pentacles. You have had to fight to get to where you're at, Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn and I can attest to that for sure. You have had to fight the dark energies. You have had to fight people who telling you you are worthless, you're nothing, you'll never be abundant, you'll never be happy, you'll never be anything like this. She's very alluring, she's captivating, she's solid, she's stable, she's financially, set and grounded in her life. She knows who she is. And you know who you are now. Oof, Capricorn. But you have had to fight not only the inner demons, but the outer demons to get to where you're at and to where you're going. Opportunity here is the Three of Pentacles. I'm hearing bringing in new energies. Bringing new energies to the table. Yours and others, like finding your people, your monad group, creating something incredibly miraculous, creating miracles, expecting them. What a difference in mindset these energies are. I don't even like, it's like it's giving me the willies just holding onto that card. It's so funny. Why is it showing up in your energy now, Capricorn? Let's see how you got here. Why is that showing up? Ooh, how you got here is a breakup. Ah, my gosh, I'm seeing somebody just bowing with their head to the ground, in meditation. So grateful for this energy because it built you up. I had to be knocked down to be built up, and I appreciate that now. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna clarify this Five of Wands because I want to know why it's in your energy now. Is there some things coming back up? And I feel it's like they're coming back up, and it's like poof, they're gone. Poof, they're gone. They don't have the staying power. That energy, that Five of Wands, it doesn't have the staying power that it used to. So let's see. So how you got here was a breakup. All right. Or at least at the very least, a severance of energy and a connection. Whether that's your connection with yourself and God or a connection with another. But let's be honest, when there's a disconnect with another, we can always follow the breadcrumbs back to the disconnect between us and Source. Yeah? All right. What's on our mind here? What do we want? That's two. I don't want two. I want one, please. Can we not? Thank you. King of Pentacles. You want your security. You want to be stable. I'm hearing you want a life a legacy that you can leave. Whether you've got kids, grandkids, you want to be remembered for this. You want to be remembered for overcoming this energy. I mean, it's powerful. Recent past energies. Recent past is typically, 6 months, maybe to a year. Anytime in that time frame, typically. Recent past is you embarked on a new quest, a spiritual journey, a journey of self-discovery, you walked away from the seven or this Five of Wands energies. Well, I said Seven of Wands. So you've put up some healthy boundaries. And in order to uphold them, you had to walk away from those that would try to cross those boundaries. Quite possibly even yourself. This could have been a time, very interesting, I've never gotten this through for the Eight of Cups. This could have been a time of Great Depression for you as well. Like years of depression. But you made the decision to walk a different path than what you were walking. You said, take me, whatever it takes, I'm going to do it. Just show me what to do. You followed your North Star. You followed your heart. I feel like I want to say that this right here is something that, I'm adding it up to the Ten of Cups here. And I'm feeling that this is something that you felt was your long haul. And the energy that it was in wasn't conducive to the long haul. I'm not saying that this is something that's done and over with. I mean, it's definitely just a severance of connection. But the great thing about that is this energy can return to the upright position because it becomes into alignment. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that plays out here. Energy that's coming in for you for April to support this. Oh, wow, that came out. Then as I said, support this. It kind of flipped right back in. So I changed my question, I guess. Energy coming in, Six of Cups. Something's returning. I do want to say that your inner child is coming out to play because they're healed. He or she are healed. But an energy that feels very familiar, loving, very emotionally. I'm really getting emotional here. My eyes are it's like, how you feel like you got that feeling like you want to well up behind your eyes here. It's very touching. It's a very different energy from this Five of Wands for sure. All right, Six of Cups. Something coming back from the past. And a new energy. Where to go? Oh. Yeah, the energy is different now. You're different. If this is somebody coming back from the past, they're different. But we're focusing on you for right now. You're awakened. You've learned a lot of truths and untruths. You see things in a different light. Let's get the final cards here. There's that Seven of Wands. There we go. I love that. I love that. So I want to clarify that. And then your outcome is the Fool. So the advice I'm hearing here is making sure that those healthy boundaries are up, but it's not a wall. Because if this Five of Wands, so let me take a look at that Five of Wands energy. Why are you sitting in that energy right now? Why is Capricorn sitting in the Five of Wands energy? Five of Swords, Ace of Swords. Okay, I got it. Because there have been some very deep hidden truths that have been coming up for you lately in regards to, could be a third party situation, whether you were put into a third party or you allowed a third party, or this is just friends, um, but your or relationships. I'm feeling that you've had I feel like right now that Five of Wands came out, Capricorn, because right now you're clearing away all of the, number one, things that have been coming up for you, like deep-seated truths that you maybe didn't realize were still there, that your inner child may have been holding on to. Just, I definitely want to say that the air has been cleared here. And, Spirit wants to remind you that you can certainly celebrate that. You don't have to do this alone. Share it with friends. Share, your truth. Be truthful and authentic, within yourself, for sure, always. But there's, I feel like the being, I don't know, what do you want to call that, like beating yourself up about, "Oh, I didn't realize that was there, how could I not see that?" Stop that. Just, I feel like that energy is clearing right now. There could be some static in some relationships as you move and clear things that were untrue about them, and you discover the truth, and you stand in the truth of them, and what's real, um, seeing through the illusions. Suddenly my nose started to tickle. So I'm onto something there. That could be different, something different for whatever that truth is. Uh, uh, it's going to be different for everyone. I want more. Yeah. The truth of the matter is, these beliefs, these patterns, they're old, and you've worked through them. And I, I do want to say that. Thank you, Spirit. I just want to say this is like debris leaving, and you've had a very long, cold winter, is what I want to say. It's like January has been a long winter. February was a long winter. Uh, Things that came up to be cleared, you've looked at them, and you've really faced your inner child, your inner demons, and got clarity. And instead of running away, you've stood and you've faced it. The wounded warrior comes out. It's a new day. You don't have to fight anymore. You don't have to make this any harder on yourself than it has already been. Um, so allow those truths to come up and see them, because they just make you a better person. It helps you to see where some healthy boundaries weren't healthy. What you thought were healthy boundaries weren't healthy. You may have thought that you had yeah, we're just gonna leave it there. I think I've over talked that. Five of Wands there. So yeah, you got a new beginning coming in, with a new, fresh mindset. I mean, look at this. You're really clear now of where you are on your journey, and what you stand for, and what you want, what you don't want. In connection, I do feel, with the Six of Cups, there's something returning from the past. Well, I have the King of Cups that just, I don't know if you could see it when I was shuffling. It went like this. It just spun in my deck, and it landed upside down as I was shuffling. So the Six of Cups, as I was talking about, that this could be a lost love, the one that got away. Interesting how these two came in reverse. I feel like this is the same person returning. Let's talk about that King of Cups in reverse. Why is there, yeah, Knight of Pentacles. They've done a lot of work on themselves to return. They needed to leave situations that were not in alignment, that are no longer in alignment for them. They had to see the truth of their own situation, of where their heart lied. Yeah, truth. They know the truth now. They know who they are now. And they will settle for nothing less. Yeah, karma, judgment in this book, in this energy, in this deck. I'm being drawn to the eclipse here, so the recent eclipse cycle in March could have really dropped a lot of aha moments on them. A lot of truth bombs I'm hearing. So talk to me about moving forward. Yeah, lovers, they've made a choice. Let's talk about the Fool energy for you, Capricorn. What does that look like for you? This new quantum leap. You know, look at this. We've got the leap of faith in both of these cards here. Ready to embark on a new journey, to take action, to choose that. Hang on. Yeah, it's a Star card. I can get it. Come here. Come here. I'll be back. Star card, healing. There's healing. Yeah, on both of your parts here. There's a magnification of energy here. I'm talking to you, Capricorn, specifically, you know, with the Fool energy, but I do want to say that both you and this King of Cups in reverse, you've both raised your energy, you raised your vibration, you've cleared away a lot of the static in your energy fields and in your physical worlds. Yeah, after healing, I'm telling you, this is the same person. There's been healing after this breakup, after this broken heart, and it's brought you to this new beginning. Can't make it up. Empress, 10 of Cups, ready to birth a new family. Some of you may literally be pregnant. Literally be pregnant. Thank goodness I'm not. I am way beyond that. But yeah, birthing a new life. Birthing a new life. Oh, love that. Wheel of Fortune is turning. What is it doing? It's unsticking you, unstucking you. It's getting you unstuck out of this, you know, this old mindset of, I feel like it's been a long time since you've had that mindset. But this King of Cups may have been in it, like, how do I move forward? Well, you just do. You use your other senses. She's blindfolded. She can't see, but she can surely hear. She can smell. She can feel energetically. Strength, Queen of Wands. Very interesting. Page of Wands. Kind of elevated the Page of Wands without its knowledge. I feel like I want to say that one of two things about this. There could be some communication coming in from this King of Cups that reminds you of how strong you are, of where you've come from, and how you are now, who you are now. This communication could be just what you need to feel ready again. What are you doing over there? I do feel that there's going to be a reach out here. Yeah, communication. Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, Eight of Wands, Two of Wands, Knight of Wands, a lot of wands, a lot of passion. Ten of Pentacles, the Moon, Five of Pentacles, Four of Wands. I feel there's a big question mark here from this King of Pentacles, a big question mark that says, it's not the question that I thought it would be. Like, can we try this again? There's a knowing I'm feeling where both of you know that it's time to come back together for this. You can energetically feel the healing that's occurred in conjunction with this, you know, whatever this was for you, this severance. I feel like you're recognizing it in the King of Cups as well. Whoever they are, could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. It's just another energy. The Judgment card is a card of reconciliation, of a second chance, a return. Could be a twin flame connection here. I gotta remember to write those things down when I'm doing it, because I'm getting quite a few of them lately. I want to say the advice, you know, we've got the Seven of Wands here, but I also want to say, because I'm looking at the Being in the Flow card and expect miracles, you know, just sit back and be in that receiving energy, because this taking action feels like it's saying to me now that the energy is, get your body moving, you know, take care of yourself, be self-nurturing, self-loving. This is a big message that's repeating itself to me this morning. I ran across something that I don't think I would typically have listened to, but I couldn't move away from it. It really drew me in, and it's been stuck in my craw for a very good reason, because it felt truth. When I read or hear a truth, I can feel my soul just responds. And what I heard was, I'm going to have to paraphrase because I don't recall how this woman put it. The quantum field responds to your physical movement. Whatever that is. It could simply mean going for a walk, taking a hike outside, doing some exercises, getting up and just moving your body moves the energy. Having energy work done even would be similar to that. I said similar. I noticed that, Spirit. I'm trying to figure out how to bring this message through. The taking action and the being in the flow and expecting miracles, they're two different energies, but then again, they're not. They work together. This is a more be in the open receptive mode, but this is like, do something about it. The Empress is in receptive mode, but that is the doing. Does that make sense? I'm really trying here. I'm really trying here. It's like the Empress, she doesn't chase anyone. She magnetizes. She draws it to her. She keeps her vibration high. She sits in the flow and in the quantum field, in the flow of energy. She works with the moon cycles and the planetary cycles and the Schumann resonance energy. She works with the energy. She sees it clearly. That's the action. Does that make sense to you? I mean, I hope that's coming out. So Capricorn, you have someone, you're being gifted a second chance, and I feel like you knew that was coming. I'm really seeing the High Priestess when I'm feeling the High Priestess energy when I'm tapping into this Empress. I feel you knew this was coming. There may have been, in the preparation for that, there may have been some Five of Swords, Five of Wands energies coming up. Some thought patterns, some behavior patterns, some old things, just old stagnant energy wanting to come up to show itself, to clear out some inner child issues. They're minute, really. And you've stood your ground. The question mark here is not, it's from the King of Cups. It's not, do you want to get back together? Do you want to do this again? It's like, it's how. Let's work together. The opportunity, this has been staring at me since I put it down. The opportunity is not what we want to create, because we're on the same page now. It's how do we want to create it? Being in the flow, not managing it, not controlling it, expecting miracles instead of questioning, well, will this work? It's knowing it'll work. It's knowing it'll be harmonious. It's trusting. There's trusting. There's another action. I know it sounds backwards, but it's an action of trusting the universe to return to you what was I don't want to say it was lost, but there was a severing. I mean, I don't know how to put that. I don't know how to put that, Spirit. Something that you thought maybe at one point in time was lost, even though your whole insides were going, no, that's my person, that's my situation, that's my whatever. You knew it wasn't lost. It's returning for a second chance, for a resurgence. Because the energies have been healed for both of you, in both of you. If this is not a twin flame, I don't know what is. I could keep rattling on about this, and I'm not going to. I think you get, I hope you get what I'm saying here. There is it's not, do you want to, it's how do we, or growth. Yeah, there's been a lot of growth. And this person has definitely taught you a great deal, and vice versa. Again, if this is not twin flame, I don't know what is. I'm hearing there's another message here for Capricorn. I'm really struggling with what Spirit wants the title of this to be. Expecting miracles. Because how good this is going to be is going to feel simply miraculous to you. I don't know if this is anything that you've ever even been able to envision, because it's not anything that you've ever experienced before, Capricorn. It's enlightened. I love that word, just amplified. The amplified came out in Pisces energy reading, and I like the word. It's amplified. Got the hangman and the star here. It's amplified. Thank you. Courage. And as I set down the deck, I put it right on top of the strength card. Courage, you are safe. Fear is an illusion. Stand strong. Set strong boundaries. Yes, you got the boundaries here, and I feel this is a message for both of you. This is a message saying that the King of Cups is doing exactly what you're doing. The fear is an illusion, and you know that now. See, this is the fear, the Five of Swords and Five of Wands, and you see it clearly now. You see it very clearly now. Hawks and eagles, falcons may be, and crows may be some spirit animals, some omens that are coming through for you. So I want to say that by being in the flow and just saying, take us where we need to be, universe, and expecting miracles instead of doubting that things can work out. That's the old energy. That's what's clearing right now. By being in the flow, then you just magnetize everything that's of a higher vibration for this connection in this situation. All right, I think I need to leave it there because I could keep going on, and it's not necessary to. But you certainly have somebody who's coming back to fulfill their soul contract. There you go. I love you, Capricorn. And if you're interested in a personal reading, if this resonates at all, if this is striking a nerve in any way, shape, or form, please reach out, and we can certainly do that. The email will be in the description box below. Until next time, Capricorn, I love you. Take care.